Hi guys, in this video we're gonna take a look at the 25 iPhone cases you could get for your iPhone 11 Pro. So here it is. So we're gonna take a look at how you can use this case, if it looks good on your iPhone, and if they can be charged wirelessly, and you'll see if you're gonna like it or not. And here are the 25 case. I'll get them because they purchase quite a lot online. I see a lot of people buy them, so we're just gonna take a look and see if it's any good. Okay, now let's take a look at some of these cases and see what it's like on your phone. Now a lot of these cases, they are pretty generic. They have no special brand. You can get them cheaply online, and most of this one will work with a wireless charger, and I'll show you in a minute. So here we've got a clear case. So first up is a clear case, and this clear case is fairly cheap, and you can just pop it on like this, and this is what it looks like. Now on the corner here they got a bumper, small bumper around here, and the cutting down here cover the holes, the speaker, the lightning port, and over here it's got another hole right here, and it's quite clear plastics. So at the back it will allow you to show off the beautiful color and the design of the iPhone, given that it is transparent. The button over here is quite easy to click as well, so I can click on it. Over here the same, the buttons are fairly easy to click. It's not very hard, so this type of case quite easy to use. I don't think they're going to give you a lot of protections if you're going to drop it quite high. So if you drop it from the waist down, your phone can break, because given that the protection is quite minimal. However, they do looks good, and they do give you allow you to show off your phone, especially the gold color here. You can see it stand out really nice. So if you're careful with your phone and you don't drop them quite often, you can get this case here. So this is the charger, wireless charger, so you can charge it wirelessly. So there it is, that's the case right there, and this is what it's like. So you can see that's the case there. So if you go online and if you see this one here, now you know what it's like and what it looks like with your phone. Okay, next one we got here a silicone one. They are quite soft. So that's the one right there, and you can see around the edge here there's not much protection. So I'm just going to put the phone on. So I'll probably protect you from dust and scratches. This one here has a color. You can choose different color. If you go online you find a similar case like this. You can see this is what it looks like with your iPhone 11 Pro. So the buttons here, the side button or the power button, they're fairly easy to press, as well as the one over here, the volume down and volume up. And then there is a small hole here for you to use the silence key. Down here it has another hole for the speakers and the microphone and the lightning ports right here. And that's the case right there. Very minimal protections. It will protect you against scratches in your pocket, but probably will not protect you if you drop your phone down the ground with this particular case right here. So that's the silicone case. A lot of the people buy this case. I see a huge number of orders on this one. Okay, next up is this one here. It's had a clear plastic in the center, and then on the edge you get this rubber, quite strong. This rubber is quite strong. You can see here I try to bend it. It's not soft, it's quite hard. And let's put the phone on and see what it looks like. So there it is. So you get to see the back of your phone, and there's a cutout for your camera. Also there is a bumper up here around the camera, so that if you have your phone on the table, it would not scratch the camera lens right there. And that is also a bumper around here as well. It's raised up a little bit, and then you got the hard plastic. This is hard plastics at the back, and this is the cutout at the bottom. So there's a cutout right here, and one for the speaker, and the port over here is quite big. So this cutout is quite big. So if you have a different charger, it will probably be fit in easily. So I'm just gonna close the camera. So I take it out now. So I wonder if the button is easily pressed as well. We'll take a look at that. So yep, so the button is very easy to press, given that the button here is quite big, as you can see.
Voice control, zoom, touch accommodations, selected.
Okay, I think because I pressed the button so many times, I turned on something. So there it is. I'm just going to turn that off. So we see this charge here. So you can see because the case is quite thin, you can do wireless charge with this particular case here. So if you like this design, you can grab them. The rubber is quite thick. It'll probably give you some protection if you drop it, not too high. If you accidentally drop it, I think it'll give you some kind of protections from breaking the glass with this particular case here. Okay, the next one we have here is a square case. I see some people buying this case for some reason. They don't look that good, but here it is. It's a square case, square design, transparent. You can see through the back here, and it's got a cutout for your camera. The buttons are fairly easy to press because of this corners. So I wonder if you drop the phone, it's going to give you any protections or not. It might do, because look at the big space right in each corner. You can see there it's quite big. So if you drop it, probably give you some kind of protection. If you drop it sideways like this, I think maybe there will be a bit of impact and your glass can potentially crack. So it depends on which angles the phone is dropped to the floor. This one here, you can see it's not that hard, it's quite soft. So there it is, that's the case. You can charge it. So let's see if it's charging. Okay, it's not charging at all, or maybe it is. Yep, it's charging. So that's charging fine with a wireless charger. So square case. Now another transparent or clear case again. This one here is similar to this design here. It just, the corners look a bit different. There is a small space, like a bump or an air pocket right in here on the corner. So I'll just put on. So this one here is actually for the Mac, so they sent me the wrong one. So I'll just put it to the side. There's another one right here. So this is the right one, just a different color. So you can choose, a lot of this case here you can choose in different color. This one here is kind of gray, the other one is transparent. So this particular one I've got is a gray color. And you can see here you got the up and volume down cutout, and then you got the small cutout for the volume for the silent key, so you can put your hand there. Over here you got the side button. They're really easy to press, you don't have to use a lot of pressure. Down here is the cutout for the charging port. microphone and speaker, and this is the bumper right here around the edge. The bumper is slightly raised above the screen. Now this phone here also already have a tempered glass screen protector on it, and it is how high it is, as you can see. So if you have your phone face down on the table like that, it probably give you some protection against the table, the surface of the table and your phone screen. And at the back here they also have a bumper that raise up as well, so that will kind of protect your phone, the phone's camera, from getting scratched when you are putting it down on the table. Now at the moment, if you don't have a case and if you put your phone on the table, the camera lens going to scratch against or lean against the table. So if you are dragging, it's going to rub against the table, and sooner or later you're going to get a lot of scratches on the camera lens right there. So again, this bumper will help raise the camera up, so avoiding it to rub against the table. And that's the case there. The button are easy to press. Let's see if it works on the wireless charger with this case. It is. Okay, next up is the glitter case. Now it's clear but has glitter inside, so let's see what it looks like with the phone on. So I'm going to put the phone on, and there it is. Now this thing here is quite bulky. You can see from the phone to the edge of the case it's raised up quite a bit, so it's actually quite thick. So that makes you holding your phone quite big because of the space it needs for the glitter inside. So that's the glitter right there. So quite cool to play with, but you have the extra size to carry with as well. So that's the glitter case. I see a lot of people purchase this case online. So this is what it looks like once you have your phone on. The buttons are fairly easy to press as well on most of these cases. So there's a cut hole right there, the hole for the silent key. Then you got the hole down here. And this one here, actually the case is level with the glass, so it doesn't give the glass any protections. So if you have your phone face down, then you probably have your screen rub against the surface. And at the back here, because of the thickness of the case, it definitely can protect your camera because it's quite high up. So that's the case right there, glitter case. If you like a little bit of glitter, now you can choose this one with different colors. There's quite a lot of colors that you can choose from: green, yellow, pink, red. So I'm just gonna take it out. They're quite easy to put on and take off. So that's the case right there. Then we got this one. Now I wonder if this is the similar one to the other one that I have. So they look very similar. You can see they're both the same. Probably even be exactly the same case, just a little bit of difference on the cutout around here, but they are same case. They look very similar. At the top here you can see so of this case they look very similar, just a little bit of difference. You can see at the top here these two cases is different. Right here this one got cut in a little bit, and then down here it's also got cut in down here as well, where this one has just a smooth round right here. So it'll be the same case, so I just skip this one. Again, it has a clear plastics. Okay, this one here, very generic white transparent case, give you very minimal protections if you drop your phone, but it can show off, definitely allow you to show off your phone. So you got some holes here, charging port, and your microphone hole, and then you got the cutout for the silent key, and then you got the volume up and volume down buttons you can press on, and the side button right there. And this one here on the camera, it is raised up to protect the camera lens, as you can see right there. but very standard. This is the most standard transparent case you can find. If you go online and you put in the keyword, you probably see this case first in the result, and you can charge it wirelessly as well. So that's the transparent case right there. So another clear transparent case. So this one here is the same thing. It's very soft. This one feel like it's softer than the other one. This one a little bit harder. This one is slightly softer. So depending when you purchase, depending on the supply, sometimes it's the same design, but some of the case can be thicker, and some of the case, even though with the same design, it can be a lot softer. This one is really soft. You can see it's quite soft. You can just bend it like that. So that's the case there. So I just skip this one. Okay, this one here is similar to the other one that we just went through. So this one here is very similar, but this one here got a color, gold color, decorating around the edge of the case. So this is what it looks like when it's on. So I'm just trying to get it on. So that's the case right there. It's giving you a gold color around the edge here. Now with this particular case, after using for a few weeks, maybe a few months, then this gold color will come off, and it's kind of look not very nice after the color starts to fade away, because as you hold your phone, this color on will get rubbed off, and once it rub off, it doesn't look nice anymore. But it's exactly the same as the other case. You got the button there you can press on, side button, and it just looks nice. Your phone feels very thin. You're still feeling like you're holding your phone, not the actual bulky case. But in terms of protections, it's very little, give you very little protections. If you drop it, you might likely will crack your glass. So again, this type of case, you can charge it. There it is. So I'll take this one off. So let's take a look at this one here. So this one here looks quite nice. It's got this pattern at the back of the glass, and the edge around here inside is slightly thicker. It looks like it's quite thick. As you can see, I'm trying to bend it so you can see how thick it is. It's quite thick. I think this one here can give your phone some kind of protections. On the inside here have a little air pockets as well. So let's put it on the phone. I can definitely feel there some kind of protection with this case here. So if you want some kind of protection and you still want to show off your phone a little bit, then this might be the case you want to get. So there it is. This is the side way. This is the cutout for the silent key. Then you got a button right here. So it's got a too small hole right here for some reason. So you can still press on the volume key. So that's the volume key there. You can still press on it. There's a side button. You can press on it. So that's the side button right there. So I can press on the side button. And then there's two small holes down here on the side. So this is what it looks like, what it feels like. So that's the case right there. So if you see this kind of particular case, it's probably be better to get it than the transparent one, because this transparent one is very weak. It's very soft, as you can see. And now I'm gonna put it here to see if it charges with the wireless. So it charges fine. There's no problem with charging with this case. So there it is. So there it is. You can see it's charging at the moment. So I'm quite impressed with this case here. It's quite nice, and it will give you some kind of protections if you dropped it. So again, another one here. So they come in different color. You can get the pink one. There's black one, a gray one you can get. So this is what it looks like in gray. So that's the color right there. So that's the bottom of the case. So there it is. I'm just gonna take it out again. This one here, you can see that's the case right there. Okay, let's look at this case here. It's kind of like a mirror, so you can pull it off and then you can actually see yourself. So let's put on the phone first and have a look. So a lot of this case are quite easy to put on. So it's got a mirror, so if you need to check your makeup, you can use the back of your phone and have a look and then see if you look good or not. So it's got a bumper here as well. The bumper is very small. You can see it's not very high up, so I think it's almost level with your camera lens, maybe slightly higher. So if you get this case here, you might want to get a lens protection for your camera. You can get the lens protection that you put over your camera lens that will protect your camera lens. So but if you get this case here, bear in mind if you put your phone on a table, then the camera lens will not get protected. As well as the top here, the case is level with the screen, so your screen will not get any protections. On the corner there are no air pockets, so if you dropped it, then there is a very high impact that will absorb into your phone and the screen will likely crack if you drop using this case. But they do look good on it. If you want to be stylish and look good, then this might be the case for you. So again, it's actually the case at the back here is actually quite thick. I can't actually bend it. You can see the plastic is hard plastic. So I can actually bend this one easily. I can't bend it easily. Whereas this one here is extremely soft. I can bend it easily. And with this plastic here, let's see if I can charge, because it's a hard plastic. Let's see if I can easily charge it with the wireless charger. So yes, I can charge it wirelessly. So I'm just going to take it out of the case. And then let's have a look at the next case. This one here, it's got the grill at the back, assumably allowing the hot air to escape. So you can see it's already cracked. Here I haven't used it once. So out of the box it's already have a little bit of crack over here. So there's a little bit of crack already, as you can see. It's not very good at all. So it's already cracked by itself. Probably not going to give you any protections. So that's the case right there, if you're thinking you get one. And all the holes here, the cutout, is not even properly aligned. You can see the flashlight, the hole is too high for the flashlight. And then down here you got a small hole right there, the camera lens. The camera lens is okay because the hole is quite big for the camera lens. And then you got the side key, this one here. It's got this thing for you to press onto your side button. It's kind of like pops out. And then you got the back here. So this is the bottom of the phone. So this two flap is covering up the speaker, the microphone and the speaker. And you got a hole here for the charger. And this is the design for the side. So it's not even leveling with the screen itself, so it's just below that. And basically this is just for the looks, cover your back phone. Doesn't give you any protection at all. Maybe a few helps you protect from scratches from the key. But you can see all these holes here. This will allow dust and sand to get through. And if dust and sand get through in here, it can rub against the case and cause scratches to your back of the phone. So I don't think it's really a good case at all. It's going to cause more damage to your phone than protections. they do look good, kind of good, like, you know, give your phone a new back, new color, new back, new looks. But if you want any protection from this case, I think it's quite hopeless. So I'm just gonna check it out. I don't know why I see a lot of people order this one as well. There's a lot of people actually buying this. It's no good to me. Okay, so another one here. So this one here got some kind of protection inside. I need to take it out first. So this one here is like different design. The rubber over here is very hard as well. Now in here there is some air pockets on the corner. If you look at this, you can see there's some air pockets in here. Assuming if you drop your phone, these air pockets will help absorb the impact. And that's the case there. This is just a hard plastics. It's transparent on the side and then opaque in the middle. So let's see what it looks like with your phone on. So that's what it looks like over here. So some design down here. So that's the side right there. You got the volume up and volume down key button. They're very easy to press, not hard at all. And the cut out at the bottom here, quite precise. And then you got the side button and the cut out for your camera. Now this case here is raised up quite high over the camera lens, so you will have no problem with the camera lens touching the table or the surface of the table. And this is the back here. So it's quite nice design. I quite like it. It's not bad. If you have a black phone or dark color, it'll probably look nice as well. And let's see if it charges on the wireless charger. So you have no problem with the wireless charger with this case. Now I'll put a link in the descriptions so you can check out some of the case here. So that's the case right there. So if you want to get this case, you probably be alright with it. Now this is the armor case. Okay, this is an armor case. I can put it on. It's very hard. This case here, it's got a rubber, hard rubber around the edge, and then you got a hard plastic at the back. So this is an armor case right here. So it's got the design, a lot of different design around the edge and the side and the middle, and then you got the cutout for the camera. So let's put the camera on and have a look. Also, another thing before we put on, you can see in the corner here they also have an air pocket that allows the impact absorption into this case instead of the phone. So there it is, and then we're gonna put the phone on. So they're quite easy to put the phone on. You're just gonna push it down on each of the corner, and this is what it looks like. This is the side way. This is the side view of the case with the phone on, and this is the back, and here is the camera cut out. And you can see it's raised quite high, so give you a pretty good protections for the camera. And there is a rubber stand on each on the bottom here, so that kind of like help the case and the phone stick to the surface a little bit, so it doesn't get slide off easily. And then you got the corner here. I can easily, comfortably dropping the phone on the table because I can feel like the corner of the case is quite strong and give you quite good protections. So if I gonna drop this phone, I can quite confident that it's gonna give us some kind of protections with this case here. Now there are buttons on the side here, the volume up key and the volume down key. So it looks good, the design looks good, give you quite good protections. The only question is, will it last? Will the quality last, after a few months or 6 months down the track? Will it last, or will all these things starting to come off? So this one here, you can see it can come off. You can actually take this one away from the rubber piece. I'll show you in a minute. So down here you got so basically what you've got is this flap here that will cover the lightning pot, so you can push it in. It doesn't go all the way in, even though you can try to push it in. It's not easy. You can push it in. There it is. It doesn't go all the way in. You can push it, but just come right back out again. So even if I try to move them around, move up a little bit or move down a little bit, it won't come in. So it's not perfect, and I find it's really hard when you're charging this. This piece really hard when you're putting the charger cables into the charging ports. It's really hard, and I'm just worried that over time it's gonna either break the cables or push the cable too hard against the charging port and cause the charging port to wear out quicker. So what I do, I normally just cut off this piece here and just leave this port open, so you can easily just plug in the charger to charge up your phone. And the port here is all covered up, so there is two holes at the top here, allowing the sound, the microphone and the sound to come out from the hole here. Okay, so I just test out the audio to see if this speaker hole right here get affected by this covering or not. And I just went to ringtone and I'll test it out with the case on, and I took the case out like so, and actually it sounds the same. There's no difference with the case on or the case off. It actually sounds the same. So this design here does not actually affect the sound at all. You still get the sound, the loud sound coming out from the speaker right here. And here you got the hole for the microphone. And then the buttons are fairly easy to press. It's not that hard as well. You can press on the volume key and the volume up, down and up key easily, as well as the side buttons on the other sides of the phone. So that's the case right there. And I'm just gonna take it off and then show you how this rubber piece, you can see it can just simply come off just like that, and because that's the way it has been designed. So over time this rubber case can get soft and loose, and that just make this piece fall out easily. So I'm not sure if this one will last quite a long time, although right now it looks good, it looks sturdy and very strong, give you a decent protections. It's just a question of quality on that one there. Okay, here's another case, another cool looking case right here. It's quite hard. It's plastic. The plastic is not that strong. It feel like I can easily snap it. It will break. There is a rubber piece on the inside. The rubber piece is quite thin. It's not soft, but it's a little bit thin. So this is the rubber around, and then you got the plastics. The plastic seems like soft and fragile. So let's put it on and have a look. So there it is. That's the case right here. There's this holder you can pull out and then have your phone stand on like that. And this thing here is plastic as well, so you can put in. Now the only thing with this is that it's caused your phone to raise up quite a bit, and it's not flat on the table. If you want your phone to go flat, it doesn't go flat. And if you put this case in your pocket, you can feel something is rubbing against your leg because of this bulk right here is raising up. And that's the design right here. This on each of this one here is rubber. It's the rubber from the inside that come out to the other side. So that's the rubber right there here, and the case is also raised up with this one, and you got the rubber here and then a few more rubber around the case with this one here. And this is the cutout at the bottom of the case, and then you got a button, the volume up and volume down button. This one here is actually quite hard to press on the volume key. You have to use a bit of pressure to press it down and up. The side button is not that bad. You can press it with a little bit of pressure, but on the volume side, it's quite hard to press on the volume up and volume down key. And you have a small hole here that you can put in your thumb finger to push the silent key up and down. In terms of protection, it's quite thick. If you drop your phone, maybe it will give you a little bit of protection. Although this one here is quite thick, I'm worried that this part here, when you drop it flat on the ground like this small parts can concentrate in the center of the phone and have a high impact, causing the glass to crack right in the center. It might, I don't know, depend on how you drop your phone. If you just happen to drop your phone on the side, then the impact point will be around here, and because it has quite a thick rubber, that might give you some protections against cracks. So that's the case right there. So you can see the rubber right here. And that's the hardness of the rubber. And there it is, that's the case. So we try the next one. Okay, this one here is a magnetic case, so you can easily take it in and out like so. You can see, and it has a glass. This is actually a glass right here. It is a glass back. So I'm going to put my phone on to this like this, and I'm going to put this cover on at the top, and we'll just stick into, because of the magnetic, it will just simply stick in. Okay, say pull to open, so you can pull to open it like so. And that's the case right there. It does looks good on your phone, and I'm pretty sure if you drop this phone down to the ground, this will somehow, I believe, will come off, and then your phone gonna come out like that, and something's gonna crack or scratch. So while it looks good, I don't think it's gonna give you very good protections. So provided that you don't drop it, there should be some kind of mechanism to lock it, but there isn't. I can't even close it now, as you can see. So something just fell out of place. Maybe this button here, the side button. Okay, there it is. So that's the case there. We can just pull it out. We don't need it. And that's the case right there. So it's kind of a weird design, this one. Why, you know, the only thing that's hold this thing together is just a magnet. And if you drop down with a little bit of impact, definitely this thing's going to come off and your phone's going to fall out. But that's the design right there. That's the case. Quite nice to hold. It's a little bit slippery because it's got glass at the back, and this part here is also quite shiny. You can press on the button here. You can press on the side button. No problem with pressing on the button at all. So I'm just gonna see if I can unlock my phone with Face ID. So there it is. You can press the volume key. Just get locked again. So that's the volume key, side button, and this is the bottom here for you to charge the phone. So here you see we can charge this one. Okay, there's no problem with charging this phone. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove this case here. Now this one here also come with a glass cover as well. So here you can have a glass cover on. So this is the one that comes with it. So I had a screen protector that you can put on, but my phone already have a screen protector, so you can purchase it with a screen protector and put it on. And this one here can easily cover it. Even if you have a screen protector on, you can have this one placed over the top, no problem at all. Now what we forgot to try to test out the wireless charging with this case. So I'm just going to pop it back in. Because of this bulkiness right here, I'm just wondering if it's work fine with the wireless charger. So this case here, it doesn't work with a wireless charger. As you can see, I try to place it on. Because of this bulkiness, it doesn't allow the back of the phone to touch it with the wireless charger, so it won't work with the wireless charger. Let's see if I can do it any other way, sideways, even the top, so it won't work. Face in. So if you get this case and with this bulkiness right here, it will not work with a wireless charger, so just keep in mind with that. Okay, I got a few more cases here. This is a silicone case. But here you can choose it in different colors. So it has a soft leather feel on the inside and a hard color, like between silicone and rubber and plastics. So it's quite hard. It's like more like plastics and silicone, or rubber, more like rubber and silicone mixed together. So you can put it on your phone, and this is what it looks like. So you got a orange wallpaper with a orange color case. You can choose any color that you like. There's quite a lot of different colors you could choose. With this case here, there's a big opening at the bottom here, allowing and charging port. And this, you can see with this one here, there's a bit of fault right here. The plastics come off near the volume buttons right there. So this one here will give you some kind of protections if you drop it. I don't think the rubber is going to help with the impact, so we're likely that you're going to crack your phone if you drop it with this case here. And that's it. So it can help protect your phone if you put it on the surface, on the tables. If you rub it against the table, it will not scratch the lens because the case is higher than the lens right there. And you can charge it with the charger, no problem at all with this case. So this case is quite standard. It looks nice to hold. It's not very slippery when you're holding your phone. Doesn't give you a lot of protections. And also it's a bit hard to take it out. There it is, it's coming off right there. So it's a bit hard around here. I can't actually bend it easily, you can see. So the plastic is quite hard and stretchy right there. So that's the case. Then you got this one here as well. Then you got the hard plastics, so hard rubber, hard plastic at the back, and then the hard rubber around the edge here. So that's the hard opaque plastics. It's very flat, but the plastic is quite thick. So let's just put it on. So I've been using this case for the last few days. So that's what it looks like. It is slightly raised above the screen. So if we put it on the tables, it will give you protections, the screen protections, so it doesn't scratch the screen against the surface of the table. And this is what it looks like on the camera lens. There it is. And around here is the rubber. And you got the volume buttons over here. They're quite easy to press, the volume button, and you've got a hole here for the silent key. And the cutout at the bottom here is quite precise as well. So you've got the cutout for microphone, charging port, speakers, and a side button. And this is what it looks like at the back of the phone. And they're quite easy to have a grip on. You don't feel like you're going to drop your phone. You can see I don't feel like the phone is going to drop easily with this case here. And it can also allow you to charge wirelessly. So it's quite a nice case. It's quite nice design as well. I quite like it. Then you got this one here. Silicone Case, plastic back, and then rubber on the side. So let's put it on and have a look. So it's very similar to the previous case, quite a bit similar to this one. You got a plastic bag and then rubber on the side here. Then you got the rubber piece is slightly raised above the screen, and then you got the side button here, and then at the bottom you got some cutout design, cross cut design right here, and then you got the small hole for the charging port and microphone and speakerphone right there. If I can get my camera to focus, right there, and that's the side there, and that is the plastic, and this is for the camera, so very high up, so definitely your camera will have no problem with scratching the table. It won't scratch the table at all, or the table won't scratch the camera lens at all. And you even have the rubber piece on the corner to help your phone from slipping away from the table. Okay, in that case here, metallic look, but they're just really rubber. So it's all rubber right here, all rubber. You can put it on. Feel quite thin. It's not very thick. It's quite thin. Not as thin as the transparent. This is really thin, but it's still thin, and it still gives you minimal protection. Should you drop it on the floor, then most likely you might crack the glass with this case, but they do look good. They do help you if you put the phone in a pocket, it will not get scratched from the sand because of this protections. They do look good, as this is the cutout for the camera. It's almost leveling with the camera, so minimal protection for the camera lens with this case. Right there, and there's a lot of cross line. There's a lot of lines, vertical lines right here, or horizontal line if you look this way, and then that's the case right there, and this is the bottom of the case. Then you got the volume button here and the side button, and you should also have no problem with charging this case. Charging the phone using this case at all. So that's the case right there. Metallic look. Quite soft. You can easily bend it. And then you got this one here. It's almost like transparent at the back, and it has different colors you can choose on the side. Slightly raised on the corner. So you can see here on the corner it has been there's some kind of like a bumper, small bumper, not much but quite a bit of bumper on the corner. And then this is the bottom of the phone. So plastic and rubber. So you got this one here. Is rubber slash plastic, so somewhere in between. Then this is the button, the design for the volume button, up and down. So I've been holding the wrong way, so that's the side button, and this is the volume button, up and down. And then you got the silent keyhole, and then this is the bottom of the case right here, and then you got the transparent back. There's also a hole here, I think that might be designed for you to put the band in, so you can just kind of like hold your phone. And that is the cutout for the camera. This one here almost leveling with the camera lens, so give you minimal protection for your camera lens with this case. And this looks good, looks nice. If you want something to have a change, then you can put on this case, and it has a white cover on the edge. You can also choose pink, yellow, green, and other colors as well. And I think you should have no problem charging this one with a wireless charger. So there it is. It's wireless charging that phone. And then you got another one here. Is the leather case. So this one here is kind of a look-alike leather. So you can have a phone inside, like so. And then this one is like a wallet. You can have a magnetic closing. So this one here, this magnetic tab will help close the wallet. So you got a zip here that you can pull down. You can put coins in here. It's very tight, so very minimal space. You can only put a few coins in here, not a lot, because it's very tight in here. You can close it. They're quite easy to open and close. So you can open it, and then you got 3 slots for you to put in the cards. 1, 2, 3. And you got a side pocket in here as well that you can put some notes in on the inside. There are 3 holes cut out here. So assuming if your phone is closed like this, you still be able to hear. So you can still speak on your phone with your case closed. And down here you still have some opening for the microphone as well. So you can close your phone like this, and then you can still talk because of this cutout at the top here for the ear speaker. And over here is the case itself. So the case itself is giving you quite a minimal protections, but still, because of the leather case here, if you dropped it, I don't think your phone going to crack easily. You can see it's quite padded with this kind of fake leather around here. So that's the leather case right there. And then it comes with this band. I forgot to show you, it comes with this band. You can hook it on. So there it is, you can hook on this band into here. And that's it. So you can just hook it on and then just hold it like that. So quite cool, right? And then let's see if it charges fine. Oh wow, it charges okay as well. So let's have a look. So you can actually charge it with this wallet case. So have your wallet on charge. Okay, finally we also have this 360 degrees case. This will completely cover all your phone except the camera lens right here. You can see this one will give you a full protection. I personally wouldn't buy one of this because it's so bulky and so big, but it's extremely useful if you work in construction or any jobs that require you to be outdoor all the time, and where you're also likely to get a lot of dust, or if you're going to likely to drop your phone all the time, then this case might be the one for you. So if this one here, you need to use an Allen key to open it. Okay, so I'm just going to open it here, and it will come off. Now there are 6 screws that you need to open for this case to have it completely open. Okay, so I got all the 6 screws come out, and then we can just open it. Come open at the back, right? So that's just the frame there. It's quite heavy actually. It's very heavy, just even the back frame like this. And then you got a rubber piece right here, and you just take out that rubber piece, and then you got even more screws here. So there's 4 more screws on the inside. So I'm just gonna take out this one, and then I think you're just gonna put your phone on in here in this rubber piece. You can see this rubber piece is quite thick. It's really thick, this one here. I think even if you drop this one from 10 meters high, your phone still would be okay. That's how thick it is. So you put your phone inside this rubber piece, and then this one we just place at the top. So just give your phone screen a good clean before you put the top on, like so. So just put it on like so. This piece here we're going to allow you to use this as a silent key right there, and that's the back right there. So what's this one here for? I wonder. It's very thick, this one here, this piece right here. It's very thick. So you can just cover it up like so. And then we can put the screw back on. So this one needs to put in correctly. If you don't put in correctly, then you'll find that you have a hard time to use the silent switch. So it needs to be put in the right way for this switch to work. This is for the silent switch right here. Okay, so I have put in some screws on, and this is what it looks like with your phone on. So you can see here I have a screen protector on the inside, and it's also already have a glass on the top as well on the case. So it's actually kind of like pushing down on my white stone screen protector right there. So I'm just going to try to see if I can easily use it. So because it already has a screen protector on, I'm having a hard time actually using it. So it'll probably be best if you don't have a screen protector on. So I can't actually use it right now, as you can see, and it keeps saying charge, 71% charge. So I can't actually use the screen at this point because it's probably be too tight, but this is what it looks like right there. And it's really heavy. It's heavy like a brick. It's really heavy, this one. Okay, so this case here will also allow you to wireless charge. You have no problem with wireless charge using this case as well, the 360 degrees case. And that's it. So that is all the case that you can get for your iPhone 11 Pro. Okay, now there are a lot more of a different case that you can get, and even a better quality case, but I find that these are the quite affordable case that you can get that produce quite decent protection. So depending on which one you get, if you get the really cheap one, then just give you a good look but very little protections. If you spend a little bit more, you can get some decent protection case. However, it will be a little bit more expensive, but not very expensive. The one that with very expensive, they do both look good and give you good protection, but you're probably looking at around $60, $50, or even $45. And that's it. That's all the case that you can get for your iPhone 11 Pro. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.